It's been a whirlwind week already, and it's just Tuesday. Um, Wrote the book. Many of you already know. The book is out on Kindle and for paperback for my new book for voiceover domination. It's out there. It's already blowing up. I'm amazed at the response to the book already. The reviews that have been coming in for the book for you guys have just been blowing my mind. I'm so glad that you're liking the content that I'm producing in this book, because it is really for you. I really want to see everyone win. I want to see people actually get out here and do the things that need to be done in order to really build that successful voiceover career that you want. I mean, that is what you want, right? You want to build a successful voiceover career. I know it may be kind of frustrating. It may be kind of hard. It seems even at times to really build what you need to build. But let me just tell you, if you do the work, you take that grind and don't quit mentality, and you actually do, you execute on what it is, the things that I've been telling you guys for over 2 years now. It's like, it's all in the execution and not getting frustrated. And one of the things that I see so many times is that people try and do too much. And what I mean by that, maybe it's not that you try and do too much, but you don't give anything enough time to actually solidify and work in your sales and marketing. You know, you'll watch this YouTube video or you'll read this blog and you'll say, oh, that sounds like a good strategy. Let me go try that. And then all of a sudden, some other voice actor puts up a post about, oh, this worked for me. So you forget about that and you go and try something else. And through all of that, it just causes confusion. It just causes you to feel like I can't do anything right. And it's just not the case. The case is that you need to solidify what it is that you actually want to focus in on. You need to pick one thing, two things max that you're going to try and do in order to grow your voiceover business. So I'm extremely excited. I just finished about maybe half hour, 45 minutes ago, finished the audiobook. So that should be released soon it'll be released on Amazon, Audible, and iTunes as well is going to have that. So it said it's going to take like 7 to 14 business days, but I know that ACX normally doesn't take that long in order to release the book. So I'm excited that I got everything done. The first thing that came out was the Kindle edition. The second thing was obviously the paperback, and now just finishing up on the audiobook and submitted all the audio files for that. So just waiting for ACX to go ahead and populate that out where it needs to be populated. And I'll let you folks know when it becomes live. Hopefully it'll be by the end of the week. I'm hoping it's going to be by the end of the week that it actually comes out. But with all that being said, I'm like stunned at the response to the Kindle version. It is the number one book in its ranking on Kindle. And I've never seen that before for anything that I've put out. Well, I've only put out one other book, which you guys already know is Steps to Voiceover Success. That book is still blowing up. I can't believe how much but I understand now. I did a lot of research on marketing and sales for books and how to do them. And, a lot of it is, keywords and stuff like that. And I looked up just voiceover and was surprised that my book, Steps to Voiceover Success, is in the top 15, just putting in the word voiceover or the two words voiceover or whatever. Having that book in that ranking is amazing and outperforming so many other books out there that are on voiceover. It's crazy to me, the response and the continued reviews that come in for those books. But the one thing that I know is that they're extremely helpful. The first book that I put out last, I guess it was it in November, December when I put out Steps to Voiceover Success, the first book? It's just got some of the best information that's out there. Some real strategies to actually dig into and use, which is helping so many different people out. And from the reviews that have come in and from the emails that I get still on that book, blow my mind. So I'm excited to see what's going to be happening now with this brand new book, Voiceover Domination. I'm extremely proud of it. Extremely proud of the content that's involved in that book. And it's going to get you far. I can say that. It's those two books combined. That's what you need to start a voiceover business. I'm not even kidding. The book for Steps to Voiceover Success, as well as Voiceover Domination, my new release. Those two books they're going to get you really, really far in what it is that you're trying to do in your voiceover business. So I was thinking this morning about more than a few things. And I'm excited because also tomorrow Conchita is going to be on with me live. So I'm excited about that. That's going to be happening. By the way, if you're in here, give me a hey, hello, whatever. And so I can respond to you and all that kind of stuff. I have a nephew, an amazing track star, Joel Bowers. He's about to be a senior. He's in Virginia. He just took a trip out to North Carolina, one of the colleges that are out there. He's an amazing track star. I'm not even saying this because, he's running at Olympic speeds. No kidding. He's got a lot of different schools looking at him. So I'm excited for his future. His father, Lamar, was a track star in college as well. That's where he and my sister met, was back in their college days. And they run a very successful business in Virginia as well. And I started thinking about my track days. Now, I was no track star at all. Wasn't the fastest runner. But I also did the shot put. And I'm bringing this story up because I think it's very relevant to a lot of things that go on with many of you, because it happened to me. I remember, let's see, this is going all the way back to 1987, the year that I graduated from high school. And we made it to state. Our track team made it to state. And I was in the event for the shot put. Wasn't the best shot putter. I think I might have weighed 160 pounds back then. A lot more now. But I was in the event for the shot put, and you basically got 3 opportunities to do your best throw. And I some people use the spin method. If you're a shot putter, you know what I mean. You use the spin method and you whirl around and you throw it. I use the kick method, kind of cocking my leg back a couple times and turning around and throwing it. That was the best style for me. I could not learn the spin method. It was not happening. Was going up against guys. They were just huge and they were throwing that thing like it was like an egg or something. And this is an 8-pound shot put. I believe that's what it was. It was an 8-pound shot put. So I go on my first try. Didn't do very well. And I knew I wasn't going to do extremely well. I just knew I had to compete. And did the second throw, not much better. But there was something about that third throw. Don't really know what it was. But have you ever had something happen to you and you did it and you knew it was spot on? It felt different from anything you'd ever done before. It felt like the universe and the planets and the stars all aligned for you in this one particular moment. When I went for that third throw and I released that ball, that 8-pound metal ball, I knew I had done it the absolute best that I had ever done it before, through all the hundreds of practice throws throughout the season, through all the different competitions. That last throw, my last opportunity, my last time I would ever throw a shot put. I never threw a shot put after that. I graduated, went on into the United States Air Force, so on and so forth. It was over. But that ball released out of my hand. And it went farther than I ever had thrown that ball. It wasn't about my strength. I was a strong guy, always been strong, but I wasn't as strong as these other cats that were out there. I can tell you that. I was strong, wasn't the strongest guy. And what I realized from that experience is that, and I did beat some folks, by the way. I realized that it's not about the strength. It's about the technique. Because I had the technique and I executed it flawlessly. At least that's how I felt it was, because it felt completely different from any other throw I had done before. My martial arts teacher had a saying, and he would say, we would, when I reached black belt level, he started talking about owning the technique. It's one thing to know what to do. Okay, this is the move. This is how you do the move. That's the technical part of it. It's a whole other thing to understand and realize and own the technique. It's actually a part of who it is that you are. And I'm going to go into talking about your business, because this is what this is about. So with the shot put, it wasn't about my strength. It was about the technique, and it became a part of who it is that I was. And even when my martial arts teacher would talk about, I guess throughout my 20s and 30s, I was heavily into martial arts. He would say, when I would do a movement, he's like, you don't own it yet. He could see I knew the move, but I did not own the move. It wasn't natural. It wasn't coming from me naturally. It was a technical type of thing. It was very clinical, if I can use that term. In your marketing, it's not about being the most clever. It's about being authentically you, owning it to the point where what you're putting out is so much who you are. It's just a part of you, and it comes out exactly how it should come out from you. This is why I don't believe in cookie cutter programs. I don't believe that they work. When you own your marketing, when you own it, and you haven't just gone around and copied and pasted from other websites, or you think this sounds slick or this sounds good and I want to put this copy on my website or in my email. When you own your marketing and it's authentically who you are, no one can beat you. We try and practice so many different things. And it's funny because another martial arts analogy just came up for me. Bruce Lee had a saying. He's not scared of the man that knows 1,000 kicks. He's scared of the man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times. You understand? It's not about all the things you can do. It's about what is the thing you do better than anyone else. And I can tell you one thing that you do better than anyone else. I can tell all of you the one thing you do better than anyone else. And that's being you. No one else can beat you. And when your marketing reflects exactly who it is that you are, the copy on the page, the whatever it is that you're putting out, the Facebook post, the LinkedIn post, or whatever, when it is authentically who you are, you attract people that are attracted to that. And those people that become your clients are the best clients you will ever have. On that day, my last day throwing the shot put, I placed 6th place. It was the last place you could place. But I placed 6th place, and I beat everybody that was below me. And there was a bunch of schools that were out there, and I wasn't even expecting to place. There was, if you guys saw, and some of you that are martial artists out there, you might get a lot more of these analogies a lot deeper than someone that hasn't practiced martial arts. There's this saying, it's called Budo. The martial arts that I took was from Gimbukan, and it's called Ninpo, Ninpo. It's the traditional Japanese martial art for the ninja. And in the movie, The Last Samurai with, who's that guy that played it? You know, he's got the new movie out now. I can't even think of the name of the movie. But he's got a new movie that's coming out now. I plan to go see it. Short actor. I don't know why I can't call his name. I have no idea. But anyway, if you saw The Last Samurai, you know who the star of the movie was. It'll probably